Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to everyone, especially for our lecturer, which is Puan Loniana binti Umar. We are from Group 2 and today we wanted to present our group project, which is about traffic speed. Here is my group members from Group 2. My name is Nini Mukafa bin Saudin, matrix number CF240056. And my teammates are Muhammad Yusuf, Abdullah Yusuf, matrix number AF240058, Muhammad Ashad bin Muhammad Nur, matrix number CF240009, Muhammad Nasrullah bin Muhammad Ghazi, matrix number AF240008, and Orutayo Samuel Pulawasegun, matrix number BF230008. The introduction of this project is for traffic speed is an important issue because more vehicles in cities often cause congestions and slow travel times. While transportation such as cars, lorry and buses is the main mode of travel and strongly affects the traffic flow. Speed usually improves in areas with less congestion and fewer interruptions. Good traffic management and proper road maintenance planning help maintain smoother and faster traffic flow. As for the importance of study, Batu Pahat Johor is a district with a large population and University Tun Hussein on Malaysia is in Parit Raja. It is an education and economic center, attracting residents, students, and also visitors from different states and different places. As a result, the area experiences high traffic volume, especially during peak hours. Heavy traffic leads to congestion and slower traffic speed, longer travel times and delays, and also reduced road efficiency. Therefore, effective traffic management is needed to improve flow and reduce congestion in Batu Pahat. So the first site or place that we took is number one is near Ayam Gepok World at Parit Raja. The second place is near the College Kemahiran Tinggi Mara Sri Gading at Parit Raja. One of the problem statements that we have found is that traffic congestions and low travel speed. Batu Pahat experiences high traffic volume, especially during peak hours, causing congestion and reduced traffic speeds. Secondly, is that inefficient road performance due to mixed traffic conditions. The presence of heavy vehicles, frequent intersections, and limited road capacity contributes to slower and less efficient traffic flow. And finally, it is the lack of effective traffic management and monitoring. Current traffic conditions indicates a need for improved traffic control and road planning to ensure smoother flow and better transportation efficiency for road users. We have three objectives for our project. First is to measure and evaluate vehicle traffic speed at selected locations at University Tun Hussein of Malaysia and Taman University at Parit Raja. Secondly, we need to analyze and construct traffic speed profiles for different locations within University Tun Hussein of Malaysia and Taman University Parit Raja at different periods of the day. Finally, to conduct a t-test to determine whether significant differences exist in the mean traffic speeds observed during the evening sessions. As for the study framework, this study examines traffic speed characteristics in Parit Raja and factors affecting vehicle speed. It analyzes traffic speed patterns at different times of the day, whether it's morning, noon, or night. And the study highlights the importance of efficiency traffic flow for road users in UTHM.
I'm gonna continue for our presentation. We study location 3 and also location 4 to determine the traffic. So for hypotenuse 1, traffic speed by location, no significant difference in mean traffic speed between location 3 and location 4. Hypotenuse 2, No significant difference in mean traffic speed during morning, noon, and evening. For structure analysis, so A equals 0.05 method use, we use the symbol test camping for one way, yeah, exactly. So for the methodology, we studied the area was conducted in Parit Raja, Patubahat, Johor. To selected road section, normal study location 3 and location 4. We choose for traffic speed observation. These locations were selected because they experience regular traffic movement involving student, staff, residents, commercial vehicles. For our data collection, traffic speed data were collected through direct field observation. A selected study location for vehicle speed were measured using mobile speed measurement application and records manually. For observation period, morning section, noon section, also evening session. The data record vehicle speed kilometer per hour. Vehicle type, cars, motorcycle, bus, and lorry. For sampling technology, sampling approach was adopted during the observation period. Vehicle passing through the study location during the data collection session were selected and their speed recorded. This method ensures that the collected symbol represents the actual traffic construction condition at the selected location. For data collection, the collect traffic speed data were analyzed using Microsoft Excel and statistical method. Data presentation, tables, and diagrams, frequency distribution curve, and box whisker plot. For the speed, standard deviation, speed variation, and minimum maximum speed. For range and difference between highest and twist speed.
My name is Olutaya Samuel Oluwasegun and we're going to be presenting the descriptive statistics. For the first location at Jalan Kluang Kampung Tunggul Itam, the Instagram shows that the most vehicles travels between 54 and 63 km per hour, with fewer vehicles recorded at higher speed. And the bus whisker plot indicates a median speed of about 67 km per hour and shows that the middle 50% of speed were between 59 and 78 km per hour. The vehicle speed distribution is a slightly right skew distribution, meaning that the most vehicles travel at moderate speed, while only a few vehicles travel at relatively high speed. No significant outliers were observed, indicating a consistent traffic flow. For the second location at Jalan Kluang, Kampung Pari Jelutong, the front of KKTM, the histogram shows that most vehicles traveled between approximately 50 and 65 km per hour, with the number of vehicles decreasing as speed increased. This indicates that moderate speeds were the most common, while only a few vehicles traveled at very high speed. The box and whisker plot shows a median speed of around 58 km per hour, with the majority of speed concentrated between about 53 and 65 km per hour. Several high-speed outliers above 83 km per hour were observed, indicating that a small number of vehicles travel significantly faster than the general traffic flow. Overall, the distribution is positively skewed, with the most vehicles travel at moderate speed and only a few operating at higher speed. The histogram of both locations shows a right skewed distribution. meaning that the most vehicles travel at moderate speed, while only a few travel at higher speed. The first location at Jalan Kluang Kampung Tunggul Hitam has a more concentrated speed distribution, around 54 to 63 km per hour, indicating more uniform traffic flow. In contrast, the second location at Jalan Kluang Kampung Pari Jelutong has a wider speed range and a few very high-speed vehicles, suggesting greater variation in vehicle speed and a higher occurrence of fast-moving traffic. The box whisker plot of the first location at Jalan Kluang Kampung Tunggul Hitam had a higher median speed of about 67 km per hour, while the second location, the box whisker plot, had a lower median speed of about 58 km per hour. Although the speed at the first location were generally higher, no outliers were present, indicating a more consistent traffic flow. In contrast, the second location at Jalan Kluang Kampung Pari Jelutong showed several high-speed outliers above 63 km per hour, suggesting that a few vehicles traveled significantly faster than the majority. Overall, the first location had higher but more uniform speed, whereas the second location exhibit lower typical speed with greater variation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Ashad bin Muhammad Noor. My metric number is CF240009. Okay, I will present on inflation statistic. First is t-test, and then second is ANOVA test. This is two tests that our group have choose. For t-test is a statistical tool used to determine if there is a significant difference between the means of two groups. It helps you find out if the difference you see in your data are real and meaningful, or if they are just random flukes. Okay. First, we have to use a micro Excel, open micro Excel on laptop, and then after that, we have to put all the data that we get from that we collected from our project for two location, Ayam and KKTM. And then after that, we choose data. We click for data, and then we find for data analysis, and then we click for data analysis. Okay, after we found analysis data, it will appear like this. And then we have to choose for t-testing sample assuming unique variance. And after that, we click OK. Okay, after that, we have to put our speed data that we have collected for our project. First location is at Mgepo and second location is at KKTM. So we put in the variable range 1 for location 1 and variable range 2 for location 2. And then we also choose the mean difference is 0 and tick the label. For the alpha, we choose 0.05, and then for output option, we choose new worksheet. And after we click OK, it will appear on new page on Excel of our result for mean speed data, total mean speed data for two location 1 and location 2. Okay, this is the graph for a comparison mean vehicle speed that we have used for t-testing to do for two location, Layang Gepu and KTM. So the data offers strong evidence to reject the null hypothesis at 95% confidence level, according to the statistical analysis. This demonstrates that the difference in vehicle speed between the two areas under study is not the result of coincidence. The average speed difference between driver passing Ayam Gepuk area 68.0 94 km per hour, and those passing the KTM area 59.52 km per hour was almost 9.52 km per hour. The availability of entry point, different traffic volumes, local geometric design, or different parameter behavior between the two zones could all be contributing factor to this discrepancy. This result can be used to determine whether local speed limits are being followed or whether traffic claim measurements are necessary in the vicinity of this place. Okay, for the test 2, we use ANOVA test. ANOVA test is a statistical method used to check if there is a significant difference between the means of three or more independent groups, while while t-test compare the average of just two groups, and another step in when you have three or more groups and want to know if at least one of them is behaving differently from the rest. Okay, first we have to separate the data for KTM and MGPO to be data for cars, data for motorcycle, and data for heavy vehicles like bus or lorry. Okay. After that, we have to find for data and data analysis. First, okay. After that, we have to find for the ANOVA single factor and then click OK. Okay. After that, we select all data for car, motorcycle, and then heavy vehicles. We have separate from two location, GTM and Angapur, and then for put in input range, and we group, we have choose columns, and then for the alpha we have choose same like t testing 0.05, and then output option we just choose new worksheet. After that, the result we will show on next page of Excel for ANOVA single factor result for car, motorcycle, and heavy vehicles. So this is the data. Okay, this is the graph for ANOVA test for result for ANOVA test. Okay, for the conclusion, the effect of vehicle classification on opening spot speed was successfully as using a one-way analysis of variant ANOVA single factor test. The null hypothesis HO, which postulates equal mean speed for all vehicles categorized, was categorically rejected in light of the corrected empirical data and extraordinarily high F static of 176.48, with significant surprise. The critical value threshold of F crit 3.03 provides strong support for this judgment. Additionally, the result p-value is less than 0.01, which is far below the alpha 0.05 standard engineering certificate consideration, suggestion suggesting that the observed fluctuation were not the result of random change. The data clearly show that motorbike maintain an approximately vertical distribution at 54.91 km per hour. Passenger car operate at the greatest average speed corridor of 74.20 km per hour, and heavy vehicles slowly record the lowest mean speed profile at 46.39 km per hour. In the end, this statistical result confirmed that the kind of vehicle is heavily significant driver of speed behavior on the road segment under study. Vehicle weight, physical acceleration, compatibilities, and specific legal speed restriction are the main factor influence this difference. As a result, this result provide essential baseline information that local authorities can use to optimize geometry, road constraint, and create type physics specific traffic management plan for improve highway safety.
For the conclusion, this study evaluates traffic speed characteristics at study location 3 and study location 4. The descriptive statistic, which is mean, median, mode, range, and standard deviation of the vehicle, were used to identify traffic speed pattern and variation. The inferential analysis, which is alpha equal to 0.05, were found. The significant difference in the mean traffic speed between location 3 and location 4 can be identified. The findings indicate that traffic speed changes depending on location and the peak hour condition. Therefore, better traffic management, improved road design, and balanced transportation planning are needed to reduce congestion and improve travel efficiency. That's all. Thank you.